Yes, I know it's impolite to point. How are you doing? I am Kim, your party artist, Kim Overholt here at my Overholt Art and Entertainment Studio. I am your hostess without toast here on my channel. My name is Kim Overholt, and I teach you a little bit about the art that I do and the fun that I have being an artist. Now, today I'm a little early because I'm going to be taking off. I actually have a mural to complete, and I'm going to be doing that this month of September. So I'm going to be showing off bits of it as I've got to completion, and hope you guys enjoy it because it's going to be something spectacular. And I just want to say good morning, cheers. Here's to it, and from it, and to it again, because we never know when we'll be here to do it again. Cheers. Coffee, nectar of the gods, if you will. It's always fun to come in and to have a great cup of coffee with you and see what's going on in the world. And it never ends, the surprises and the fun that you can find when you go looking for it. And when you're not looking for it, sometimes it comes at you anyways, right? It's like, what could happen next? I don't know. But you know what? Yeah, like I say, today I'm going to be uh, completing a mural and getting a lot of things done around the place here. To I have a couple days off, so I might as well take full advantage. Yes, I'm here. I'm here, and you can't stop me. And that's the thing. You know what I'm finding? It's finding like the people want to put up restrictions for all kinds of stuff for or you things that you need or have to do. It should be interesting. Not so much now, but a year ahead, and I can't wait to see this again on one of my posts in the next year to see how things have changed or not changed. We'll see. Everything is always up in the air, and of course, it's not under my control anymore. It used to be, and I can control some things, but not everything. And it's a kind of unfortunate thing that I can't control this stuff because I know I see so many things that are going on out there, and I just want you to know this has nothing to do with me. This is all kind of like random out of nowhere, and we do our best to keep you happy because that's what the best point of this whole thing is just to be happy. As I've said in the title, all that glitters is not gold, but some things can shine so bright that it could be considered something of worth. Can you put it that way? Sure, you can. There's always things that you can find that are of worth and something that you can always apply to your own life in the course of any kind of situation. I always, and that's why I always bring up the cards too. I do card reading, and not as much as my niece does, but I every once in a while I like to perk up and show you. Like yesterday, it was a very nice one. I do enjoy showing you some of the different things that may give you a different perspective or a different direction. Now, I bought a lottery ticket, and unfortunately, I didn't win this time. But abundance is always with us. And with all the rain we had yesterday, my garden is looking beautiful. And I plucked a few more tomatoes out of the garden, and going to be putting around the place today, kind of, you know, keeping things copacetic, kind of. And I always love hearing ideas from you. Like I was working on a little bit of ideas for making faces and stuff. And I always say if you have a chance to make face, always do. Now, me being a clown all these years, I don't know. Let me show you a couple tricks that I can do. I can do this. I can wiggle my ears. Watch. But that didn't really impress the kids when I was, being a clown. I was like, okay, watch me, watch. Are you impressed? No. But I also have the ability to wiggle my nose too, which is, some people don't know how, but I do this and I do this. Which moves my nose around a little bit. I gotta be careful because I guess when you get older, the things that grow on you are your nose and your ears, right? Your head shrinks. Your brains get smaller as you get older. It makes perfect sense now. All those politicians out there over the age of 50 and plus. You gotta wonder. Yeah, the brains are shrinking, the ears are getting bigger, and the hair starts coming. I'm waiting for my goatee to come in. It's a funny thing that wearing a mask. Every once in a while, I perk up because I work in an environment where I move around quite a bit, so it gets kind of hot, and it's in the kitchen. So I mean, kitchen is always hot in the kitchen. You know what I mean? So yeah, I always like say stuff like, "Oh, I can feel my mustache," and the ladies they don't say anything. Like they're like, "What's she talking about mustache? She doesn't see my mustache, does she?" And it's like, no, 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 no. It's nothing like that at all. It's just, I don't pull out any of the facial hairs. I like to keep them. I'd like to see if I can grow a beard one of these days. It'd be funny. I used to see this woman that used to come downtown when I used to live downtown, and she had the whole thing. She had the tam, she had the white hair, and she had the goatee, and she'd walk around with the bag of groceries usually in her big huge purse, and it was like, I'm gonna be like that one day. Yeah. No, maybe not. I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? Yeah, I'm curious to see how things will turn up in the year. Turnip? No. Cauliflower? Maybe. We'll see how things go. Well, is what I'm trying to say. In the course of the year, and yeah, because you know what, it's really kind of sad at how they place a lot of onus on people who haven't gotten vaccinated, and like people like myself that are just kind of like, I go home, I go to work, I go home, I go to work. I don't have a life. I don't have a life anymore except being here with you guys, and sharing all the art that I have, because to keep live I have to like keep it going, right? So yeah, I like to show stuff off, and I don't mind doing it like this, and as long as YouTube doesn't find me under um, any kind of offense to anybody, I can keep going without any worry. But I've heard that they've been trying to ixnay all of us creative type because we talk too much about stuff, and maybe I should do more action rather than talking. And well, let me see, what can I show for you today? Chauffeur. Yeah, I don't drive. If you want me to chauffeur you, you're gonna have to drive yourself. But oh yeah, and besides being knowing how to like wiggle my ears and wiggle my nose, I also do this, which for kids, I mean, teaching them how to do this, they're like, oh, how do you do that? I said, don't do it in front of your teachers because they'll get pissed off, and they'll be like, who taught you how to do that? And you'll say me, and they'll get into trouble. And I don't go looking for trouble, like I say. Don't go looking for trouble. It'll find you soon enough, I'm sure. I'm pretty positive. 3 juggling balls, hopefully don't knock down my coffee. You can juggle 3 balls. I can juggle 3 balls. It's always fun to do. I've tried adding 4, and it's more like juggling like this, but we're still learning. We're still learning. Yeah, and although you retire from being a clown, you never stop actually clowning around, which is kind of funny because I have um, my Kimmy the clown character. Every once in a while, she whispers little jokes and things in my ear, and I laugh. And I look around me, and everybody's looking at me like, "What's she laughing about?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, Kimmy, you and me, Kimmy." But neither here nor there. It doesn't happen very often. But every once in a while, I give myself a laugh. And it's, if you can make yourself laugh, if you can laugh at yourself, you've got half the battle won right there. Because you know what? People pretend like they know everything. And it's like, even when I say I know everything, there's still stuff I don't. I don't know everything. You can't know everything. And that's the whole point of life. And people trying to like figure out the universe and stuff. It's like, stop. Just go. Just enjoy what you got. Because, that big rock's coming out of the sky and it's going to hit you square. And that'll be it. I mean, geez, we don't have much time. Go out and have fun and do stuff. What else can I say? And yeah, even though all that glitters is not gold, we all find our little piece of gold along the way that makes us feel better about ourselves. And and that's like I say, that's half the battle won when you feel good about you, because it's not about me, it's about you. And what you see in me is what you see in yourself. And whoa, my stomach. I think it's time for second breakfast. And you know, I always have fun. I always like to eat. I always like to make stuff, and I always like to create here at my studio, Overhold Art and Entertainment Studio. But it can also become a place where I used to do Kim's Crazy Kitchen. That may come back. I may teach you a few recipes that I know, and it's funny because I used to teach. I used to give all of my stuff to musicians because I know when you have a lot of food, the best thing to give it to is a musician because they're starving and they're poor. What can I say? Well, most of them, unless you're like Mick Jagger or Eric Clapton or something. Yeah, you hear about that? Okay. Anyways, hi. Good morning. Yes, I am clothed. Yes, I am not naked. Although I do like wearing two tops, and I do like not having to wear as much if I don't have to, and I like to present myself properly. So, KimOverall.com, if you ever want to know a little bit about the things that I do and the things I've done in the past, let me see. Uh, I danced with Walter Gretzky. Yes, I did. Oh, that was like, I'll never forget that. That's like a monumental moment for me. Oh, oh. That was so nice. He whispered in my ear. I bet you didn't know a 78-year-old could dance so well. I'm like, you are a great dancer. I think that he said he was 78. I can't remember. You know what? It's been such a long time. Oh, but let me do a little drawing for you. We were teaching you a little bit about perspective, and I'll play along with it. Let me just find a good marker to use that isn't going to be green. The green works. Oh, that's not the green I want. There was another one in there. Hold on. So sorry. Don't mean to distract you. The chi, the flow. This right? Where is it? Where'd it go? Let me try this one. Let me try this one. This is what. Okay, it works. All right. Yes, it does work. Okay, so yeah, so we were doing a little bit of perspective, and I'll give you a quick little thingy before you go about. Okay, so perspective and foreshortening. We were learning about characters and how big and small things sort of work. A 3 dimension is always something good to have, something with a shadow. And I was showing you earlier, even when you are drawing, you have to know where your light source is always coming from, and it makes a whole lot of difference if you say the light's coming from there, and it's going in this direction here, so it's hitting here. The shadow, of course, would be kind of over here, so you draw that in, and already you can tell that make it a little bit round. Yeah, so you see it already looks like it's sitting on something, so you can even make it look like there's a background back there, and it's sitting actually on the table or something. And then you put your light source in, and sometimes that ends up being like the bright spot all the time, and it kind of reflects off. A little bit more. There it goes. Like, and on this side, it will always be a little bit on the darker side. So you're almost making a bubble too. So you always see the dark on this side, the light on this side, and the circle kind of represents like where the light source is coming from, and there's your shadow. So it makes a 3-dimensional thing. So if you want to make something like, say, let's just do a rough drawing of a bug, say. Oh, my goodness. All right, so you get a bug, and you want to have the shadow, because you see what the shadow is, so it would be on this side. So, like, you'd see, like, the shadow kind of going this way, and it would be like a light. I didn't really see much of that leg, but you would see part of the shadow coming down. So we kind of make it look 3-dimensional. Almost kind of. You can make if you want to make the shadow longer, you can always extend it out to make it look a little bit more 3D. You can have this kind of like coming over here because there's also shadow coming this way. Does that work? Almost, kind of, almost. You can kind of see the shadow here, the legs coming from the side here, and part of the abdomen is kind of gives it a. It would be dark on this side, obviously. And it would be its abdomen would be have light on it, so it'd be kind of looking like that. So it makes it a little more three-dimensional, right? Again, it's like on this background, or you can just have it. It's sitting on the table along with the large orb. And there you go. And there's a little bit about using light and shadow. So, quick little thing to show you. And oh, I wanted to show you one more thing about keeping healthy. Okay, now let me erase this. Where's my? Oh, so sorry. Oh, gotta reach. Oh, see my tattoo. There we go. You can see my tattoo. Right, so let me erase this. So light and shadow, and play with that too if you want to. That's another thing to do. Okay, so that, and you know what? I've always found out, and it's true. If you want to make time for doing a YouTube channel, you can. It's just a matter of when. And although a lot of people find it not as fun as it used to be, it's still something that if you want to get some ideas out there, you can still throw them out there. And it's just a matter of whether or not you disturb anybody in YouTube with privacy or privacy or no, not privacy. Something that disrupts their chi, I guess. I don't know. Hold on. Let me have a drink. I'll show you what I'm going to do. Hold on. Let me do a cheer for you. How about a cheer that I have for the month of September? What is it? Oh, shoot. I can't remember it off the top of my head. But if you go to my Instagram, I've taken a picture of it. Home is not just a place, but a feeling kind of thing like that. So cheers. Yeah. To home. There's no place like it. And I have other cheers there. So if you want to check out my Instagram or check out my Facebook, please do. And I'm going to talk a little bit about boosting your immune system with a little bit of vitamin C. So I'm going to open up one of these little packets here. It's Kai Berry, and I wanted to try this one. It's Emergen-C. It's actually a little boost of vitamin C for you. You can have like your little bottle here. And vitamin C is good for you, and it's just open this little packet here. It doesn't smell bad. Let me try. If there was smell-o-vision, we'd all be in trouble because there's days I come up here and it's like, okay, Kimmy. So I'm going to put this, if I can. Watch the magic. Here, a magic trick for you. Ooh. Magic. There we go. Put in. Okay, spill it on myself. There we go. Ooh, okay, almost matches my hair color. All right, so I'm gonna put it in there. Da-da-da. Give it a shake. Ooh, looking nice. Yeah, it matches me today. I'm very purple. If Prince were here, he would say, "Hey, girl." Yeah, I met him once. Yeah, did I mention that? Yeah, I mention it probably all the time. Yeah, I met him once, and I was so stupid. I was like 16, and he was like, "Hey," I'm like, "Hey." I thought he was an impersonator because I thought he's too short to be Prince. I find out later on that he only was 5'2" and wore heels, and it was him, and I was dumb. And cheers. Let me try some purple acai. Not bad, not bad. That'll take care of my energy for the day too. It's got sweetness in it, so it's very good. I used to be a beer drinker. Oh yeah. This is better than beer. Goes right to your liver too. Everything goes to your liver. Here's the thing, people don't realize whatever you do, your internal organs, your internal are always, you get that gut feeling. You got that feeling. It is you. It is your gut. It is, if you are not feeling right, something, check your gut. Check your belly. Have you been eating the wrong things lately? Maybe it's time you cut back on it a little bit. Who knows? But whatever makes, if your belly's not right, there's something wrong. So always, and your liver. Your liver is very important. All witches will tell you the best thing for you is to keep your liver clean. And I try to do it the best I can. I don't have a gallbladder anymore, unfortunately. But, I try to make sure that I don't eat as many fats as I used to because that doesn't process as well as it used to. But I cut back on all the stuff that wasn't good for me. And, trying to have more vitamins and more fresh stuff. Like my garden is beautiful, beautiful. Enjoy it because, that's what it's worth. Enjoying it. That was really good. And what vitamin C that your body does not use, it filters back out through your system, and it'll come out anyways. So hallelujah for your immune system, and that gives it a little bit of a burst. Give it a little bit of boost for your immune system, make you feel good. Yeah. And now I'm going to go take care of the mural. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And if there's something you want me to show you about art that you're not sure of or have any questions, please leave a comment in the comments below because I do take a look once in a while. But the only reason I don't is because nobody's leaving a comment. So leave a comment. I'll get back to you. I swear. If you leave me a comment, I'll get back to you. All right. So have a fantastic day. Peace, oh brother, with a little bit of N. That's my mama would say. And keep out of trouble. Wait, what else do you have to do? All that glitters is not gold. So don't go looking for a rainbow. You might end up finding something you don't expect.